Hi, everyone. Welcome back to PTS. Dan with
Hey, Dan Hudock. Good morning, John.
Good morning. So I want to talk about selling to the lowest common denominator. I mean this in two realms. One realm is product and service, and salespeople having a tendency to lean towards the smaller sale. And the thinking frequently is it's going to be easier. It's a foot in the door and it will lead to other things, sort of thing. And that's not always bad. I don't want to say that, but frequently the prospect in front of you needs something bigger. And so it's a question of getting them there and not just selling to the bottom, if you will. The other side is a question around who you get to, getting to the right decision maker. So if you go inside of a company, you can have an owner, CEO level, you can have a CFO, you can have various VP levels, and you can have directors of HR. And it's obviously easier the lower you start on the rung to get in the door and get a conversation going. The question is, are you good at then scaling up to those other people? And we spoke in advance about that concept of, would you rather have more appointments with somebody lower on the rung or fewer with somebody higher? So talk a little bit about selling to the lowest common denominator and ways to sort of avoid that, but sometimes it comes in almost tricking yourself out of it, if you will.
Well, the bottom line of both of those scenarios is salespeople typically are doing things that are comfortable for
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
and it's not always the best thing.
yeah.
So let's tackle each one separately. First, there is no doubt that if you cannot make a sale other than to sell something small and then try to build up when you get there, you should do that.
Yep. Yep.
But it should not be the starting point. Your starting point should be, here's the whole kit and caboodle, so to speak, here's the price, because they may buy that. And then if they don't buy that, then the fallback position should be the smaller chunk, so to speak, as opposed to leading with it. Second, when it comes to calling on lower level people instead of higher level, my experience has been that a lot of those higher level people, they don't get a lot of phone calls.
Yeah.
They don't. And you know what? Even in today's day and age, they're not as busy. I hate to say it like this, but they're not as busy as they used to be.
Uh-huh.
And so sometimes those high level people actually are welcoming a call, something to break up my day. But the problem is we're so comfortable calling down below because there's so many more people. But the difficulty is you get a great meeting with someone lower on the totem pole, it's hard to get pushed up.
Yep.
Versus you have a meeting with someone higher on the totem pole, it's easier to get pushed down, and that person that you then talk to will take your call.
Yeah, I think it depends a little bit philosophically. So our philosophy and what we do for clients is it's always that less is more positioning. So we hold more of the vetting process, right person, right tone to the introduction, all those kinds of things. There are probably times in your career that you want to lean towards quantity, though. Usually earlier on, you want volume to get good at something. But if you have a mature business or mature practice, that less is more approach of the right scenarios can be that much more valuable and time saving.
Well, it also depends on your sales skills. So if
True.
you're really good, you can meet with anybody and work your way up. But if you're average or
Sure.
below average, you can meet with anybody and it doesn't go anywhere.
Very true. Well, on that glorious note, we'll see you again tomorrow.
All right, take
Bye.
care.